fucking turn the Wi-Fi switch instead. When he knows I'm fucking commentating, I wish he didn't be so fucking fat and lazy. And I'm streaming. I don't give a shit that people listen to the crash out. We're back. Technical issues. We will blame the Americans beating up Iran. Support Iran against the Americans. I actually do support Iran in this war because personally I think America are just going to do it to fuck the entire world. Can I even invite back, please? Oh wait, you did invite me to the game. Oh god. Ay. Ay, cabrón. Fair enough, I know he is on controller and no assists as well.
I believe that my stream audio wasn't on again.
As we'll actually get confirmation of those penalties, you just showed 22 seconds for Keegan. That is some impressive penalties, as in fact, the Ferrari leaving the pit lane, you know the funny front wing glitch where they have absolutely no nose cone as well?
Yeah, I saw that the other day, yeah.
Yeah, so Ninzix in the Ferrari has that. That's a little bit funny, as it just looks a bit goofy. McLaren in 9th in the pits, and now coming out of the pits, Keegan won't even have a chance to catch him up and overtake him as he exits the pits, as Keegan is almost lapped by everyone down to P7. It is some impressive work there for Keegan, as of course Daniel DNFing and disconnecting and DNFing. That is unfortunate, but that is just how it swings at times.
I'm still trying to process how Keegan has managed to get 22 seconds and lapped by, like you said, majority, more than half the grid. Yeah, I will
absolute skill, in my opinion.
It's a
skill which very few people have, as it's a yellow flag. And where's that yellow flag? Oh, he's got the point. Paul, you're at the pit lane! You're at the pit lane! You're at the pit lane! Come in the pit! Oh my god!
Oh, no.
You were at the pit lane. You could have just hard locked right. Oh, no. Oh my god! Oh my god!
I think
punctures with no traction control, no ABS, no assists on controller. This is what you get, kids.
Hang on, I just to say this is a fantastic race for the first race of season 4.
Yeah. Max Perrin now up ahead of RKH. RKH? I thought it was RHR. I don't even know anymore. It's RHK and Disco's RKH. He's going reverse through turn 1 now. We'll come back to that one in a couple of minutes' time, as Roadrunner still leads the race on, as I said, a few laps ago before the disconnection and before we had to restart the stream and everything, on probably the nicer looking tyres at this stage, as Rocco was fighting hard throughout the first stint, as these two pass the Aston Martin Fire Striker up in third into the pits now off the hards. That's probably a 2-stop for the Mercedes now coming in that early off the hards, as a few drivers look to be going for the 2-stop. These two could very well be going for the 1-stop though, as we still have the Aston Martin of RKH going. The big question is, will Keegan pass him? I think Keegan should, unless Keegan has a similar fate.
No. He's fighting for his life. Yeah, this is how Alonso and Stroll probably
The
How do you...
2026 Aston Martin, as you
Yeah.
said, it's made it into the game
Basically.
early.
Yeah.
2026 DLC is early here, everyone.
Yeah, we've got early access. Unfortunately, no one besides RK, myself, and Jenny has access to the. Oh my! He just took a sausage curb and took off. Let's say Aston Martin Airlines, new airline coming to your city soon.
Now the question is, if he gets it back to the pits
Yeah.
and continues this race, does he have a chance to get back and beat Keegan? That's the big
Keegan-
question.
Keegan's just gone ahead with 22 seconds. No, definitely not. I think the mechanics will say, mate, I'm sorry, we can't do that. Oh, he's just gone straight on into the American Express barrier. He's stuck in reverse. You're supposed to just go first. Just put on first, neutral first. No, not in first. Is he stuck? There you go. He's
Engine
stuck.
heat.
He's beached it. Engine on.
Engine off.
Well,
Disqualified, but parked in a dangerous location. This is huge to the Aston Martin team season. Could it have got any worse in today's race? Probably not, and if we're being honest, I was about to, that was it happened when Rocco and Roadrunner were on lap 12. They're now about to go into lap 15. The Aston Martin made it through a whole of 7 corners. Thank you for the satisfaction of having something to save our sanity tonight. That's what you're going to get to. A proper battle now on track. It's still Roadrunner and Rocco. 14 laps done, on to 15. Still on the tyres they started the race with. Who will win? Obviously Roadrunner doesn't have penalties. Rocco has a 13 seconds looming over his head, but he could still do something, which is perhaps the unthinkable in this race. I mean, it just feels like Rocco's just trying to hold on for his life in this race now.
I mean, after the little Aston Martin DLC thing, after that, I think we need a proper race on our hands with Roadrunner and Rocco. So let's get about it. Roadrunner, just slow down a little, let's get side by side. Dan is not happy with Rocco at all. He screwed his race over. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see what happened, so I can't even say, oh, I got a clip. Unfortunately, I don't. But yeah, if someone does have a clip, of course, report that incident, and you can see what the stewards do.
Certainly, and the stewards are there for a reason, after all, so the stewards will do their job and do their duty to help the drivers get some nice racing. But I do feel like these two are going for the one stop at this point now. On lap 16 of 27. It's oh, you've left the server. Are you there? We will invite you back. We love it when we have technical difficulties. Hello Snarler, good evening. If you want to do a one stop, well done. The one stop is a very possible strategy here. If you start hard, the one stop is almost guaranteed, I feel. If the controller, maybe not so much, as they are both in the pits now, and I'm pretty sure Rocco will have that 10 seconds to serve. But if you're on controller, it's not as easy. That's coming from someone who wants to jump off a bridge every time they race in this game because they're on controller, but controller is not so much, as Rocco does have the 10 seconds to serve, so Roadrunner will be in and out faster than Rocco can think. That's a weird analogy. I don't know where that was going. Ninzig's up into the lead. 6 laps on those hards. He could be in with a chance of winning this race now, going for the massive undercut, but he's on the slower tyres. But I mean, where could us? The disconnections are crazy right now. That is what I had when my Wi-Fi decided to disconnect. We can still hear you, so we know there's something still there. As Rocco is out and he's behind Fire Striker. DRS open for the Racing Bulls is on the fresher tyres. Can he make something happen as he moves to the inside on the Frenchman? No battle back from Fire Striker there, although he'll have a little look back through Ascari, but nothing to be done. So Rocco now chasing down Dax, 2.2 the gap. Roadrunner chasing down Ninzig, so Ninzig's showing good pace on the hard so far, just losing out slightly. So Roadrunner just riding the inside curb a little bit. As the cat's going mental again, so close the door fully. But Roadrunner now within that DRS range of Ninzig's. Ninzig's now in that stage of the raceway, just has to keep it clean. I mean, if either of these pick up a penalty, that can be race ending. As would you like me to try to invite you again? As we will find someone to blame for the technological difficulties today, but Roadrunner well and truly within DRS now, and he has a good chance to dart to the outside for the straight. Fastest lap off the race in the meantime, 21.796 from the Williams, and he's down ahead into turn 1. Rocco 21.761 behind. He is now playing catch up, and he's got 8 and a bit laps to get ahead and open up that penalty gap. What will happen in this race? So Max Perrin picks up a 3-second time penalty. And talking about time penalties, let's have a look. As I want to, Keegan 15 seconds. He's tamed it down in the second half of the race for the penalties, but still some distance away from those ahead. Oh, we back in. No, as Perrin picks up a 10-second penalty speeding in the pit lane. 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. We get there eventually. As I was coming to try and say a moment ago. Oh, we back in the lobby with you. Roadrunner 21.556 fastest lap of the race. Does Rocco have a response? Oh, and we're back. Max Perrin 10-second corner cutting penalty. He's just gone straight through turn 1 there. Yeah, I can't do that. So, Ivanchek in the pit. So this is going to be a question of who gets more penalties? P8, Max Perrin in the Racing Bulls, or P9, Keegan in the Red Bull. And we'll find out by the end of the race.
So, we've got 2 drivers without penalties. That's impressive.
3. Ninzix as well. So Roadrunner. Ninzix.
I can't count.
So we have a Roadrunner as Tugger picks up a penalty. As we're talking about penalties. So Roadrunner, Ninzix, and Fire Striker without penalties. 5th and 6th for the 2 Mercedes drivers. Not too bad from them. Roadrunner picking up the DRS off the lapped Racing Bulls, who isn't moving out of the way. You're meant to move out of the way when you're being lapped, even though you're ghosted.
Though. Yeah.
You should still really move out of the way because it can get a bit messy. As well, even if you're ghosted, you still have to move, otherwise you can be penalised for not following blue flag procedures. Although with 26 seconds, I'm sure that's the last thing on his mind right now. In the pits is Tugger down in P6. As your Xbox has again said no thank you to you being involved in this session. I have a feeling, I know why it's happening, because when I got disconnected, it would have given it to someone else as the host of the lobby, and I have a feeling that they have dog shit Wi-Fi. As Ninzix into the pits for the Ferrari team. There shouldn't be too much stream delay, to be fair. I only usually have 2 to 3 seconds stream delay. But number 97 Ferrari in the pit, and he's going to come out. Oh, Fire Strike is in as well, so he's going to come out in P4. Not too bad for the Ferraris. Ivanchek in behind Tugger on the lap all the tyres as there's a yellow flag for who else but Keegan. So Rocco laps him, and now Rocco has 5.5 laps to close down in the almost 12-second gap and then open up another 3. A huge ask for him to do, but we'll see. If he can, as realistically, Dax should be in the next lap or 2, 10-lap old mediums. That 6-second penalty definitely going to hurt him soon. As we'll see what will happen as this continues. It's not really any battles on track. I mean, the 2 Mercedes now close to each other with Ivanchek in behind of them. So, can Ivanchek possibly make the move? I don't know, as Dax is in the pits. Certainly. And jeez, I woke up early this morning. I'm tired. What was I going to say? Yeah, I forgot the words I was trying to say. Dax does actually come out ahead as there's a yellow flag for, I think it was Max Sparrow got the yellow flag, and then Keegan caused a second yellow flag. Those 2 certainly yellow flag merchants today. Actually, no, it was Rocco, I think, because I thought Rocco was ahead of them. I don't know anymore. Unless one of them just went for an audacious dive bomb on Rocco because they were ghosted. That's also a possibility. But Dax, Fire Striker, Tugger, Ivanchek all in the battle for 4th position now. Realistically, it's Fire Striker's position without a penalty. French driver doing well. But then you also can't rule out any of the others. I don't know how good the others are, I don't know their pace, so we're just going to say you can't rule out the other drivers. We're inclusive to everybody here. As Firestrike has made it past Dax on track, but once Dax gets them tyres up to temperature, he will have, theoretically, the faster car. And Firestrike dived a bit too early into making the overtake as he's given the DRS to Dax, so further behind, Ivanchek and Togger also making it switching positions there, so both Mercedes losing out a place on that straight. Ferrari 3rd and 6th, not too bad for them. Mercedes 5th and 7th, they're having a decent-ish race. 2nd and 8th for the Racing Bulls pairing. Not the Mercedes, the Red Bull pairing, 9th and out. Aston Martin, they are having the best race altogether. They have been disqualified. We're joking, they're not having the best race altogether. They weren't having too bad of a race up to that point. But Rocco now starting to put on the afterburners a bit too late, as Roadrunner now can just cruise around for 2.5 more laps to win this Grand Prix, and to win the opening race of this season. And
You're right there.
the two who went yeah, I was just stretching. The two who went for the one stop in 1st and 2nd right now, it certainly to me feels like the one stop was a stronger decision of strategy today. As Daniel unfortunately would like a new teammate.
No, you must have faith in your teammate. He's going to go from last to first. That's what...
It will happen at some point this season. Let's actually have a look at the Legends calendar whilst Roadrunner enters the penultimate lap of the race, but... Well, that's the wrong server. We'll pull up the Legends calendar. Because... Okay, he told me. Right, so he was messaging me on Xbox this morning. And he was mentioning how he seen me in a race yesterday. I was like, yeah, you got cooked and all that. And he was like, Monza and Austria are my best tracks. In 5 weeks' time, for round 6 of the season, we have Austria. Watch the last of us at Austria. Watch it happen.
You're calling it now.
I am calling it now that he will go last to first in Austria. We all want to see it. The fans want to see it.
I know he's a lap down, Dan sections run, and I know he's a lap down, but he said that early in chat that he's going to go from last to first. That's not my words, that's his words.
Hear me out. If he does a last to first this season and wins, well, that's how much I have to do for last to first, never mind. If he does a last to first this season, Mr. RKH Gaming, who's in the Aston Martin tonight, if you're watching this, Rylan, you are gonna have a buzz cut and a... Actually, no, better. Let's go better. You're gonna have a bowl cut. We are gonna stick a bowl on your head and cut around it.
I'm signing that petition. Signing that.
I don't know why I have chosen one of our other admins in the league to have this happen to, but I have. As Roadrunner is on the final lap of the race, and he is cruised home in the second stint. The 10 seconds to Rocco would still only put Rocco 3/10 behind, so has the 10 seconds really helped that much? I mean, it's helped in a way, but I don't think it's all that is. In this is Tugger and Ivanchek further back, switching positions. They're battling for 6th up until the end, but Roadrunner all the way to... as Keegan picks up another 3-second time penalty. But Roadrunner will come down into the final corner now. And he is going around the final corner. And now it's flat out to the line. And Roadrunner picks up yet another race win here in Zero. And he wins the Italian Grand Prix. Rocco. It's been a tough race. At 10 seconds on lap 1 certainly cost him. But he'll come home to finish in second position. Ninzigs. What a race for the Ferrari. Different strategy to others, but he's made it work and he'll take the final step of the podium. Now, it looks as if it is going to be Firestrike's Max Parent finishes the race in 8th position, Keegan in 9th. They had a bit of a squabble for who could get the most penalties, but Dax will finish 4th on track, but it will go the way of Firestriker in the Mercedes. Dax down to 5th with penalties. Tugger just edges out Ivanchek for 6th position, and Ivanchek finishes in 7th for Ferrari.
That was a very entertaining race, and now with my quick practice of Italian, infatto tutti. Well done, everybody.
That's a
Now, if you do speak Italian and I did butcher that, I'm sorry.
Roadrunner, Rocco, Ninzigs, Firestriker, Dax, Tugger, Ivanchik, Max Perrin and Keegan all finishing. Daniel unfortunately not finishing, and Rylan DSQing. But that is it for this week. But we'll come back. We won't quite end the stream just yet for this week. As so I'm going to ask you, we've both been in league racing for quite a while now. Obviously, the 10-second any 10-second unserved penalties are always added on at the end of the race. We both know this, right?
Yes.
Keegan has just said Max should be disqualified for not serving his 10-second penalty, which has been added to his finishing time. That is what I call delusional. I'm a Red Bull supporter in real life, but that's what I call delusional Red Bull people. You cannot have that kind of delusions. And then, just to round it off, this could possibly be the last comment of the entire stream. But, yeah, no, Keegan, the point I'm saying is that he didn't serve the 10-second penalty, so it's added onto his race time. The game automatically adds the unserved penalty on to the end of the race.
You see, Firestrike's got it there.
Yes, thank you, Firestriker.
Thank
Thank you, Firestriker. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Someone actually understands what I'm saying. But Keegan has also said Austria is his best. It's not a disco. I will shove the league's server up your ass and down your throat if you don't shut up, you delusional little shit.
Right, anyway, you all should feel bad for me because I'm the one that has my headphones on, and, I heard that, very loud, like I'm in cinema. But yes, it does get added right at the end. If you want to change the rules of the game, I'm sure EA does have application that you can submit a CV and you try get into the F1 game part of EA. But yeah, give it a shot and make sure I send you.
And you have to be 18 for that as well, just to point that out to anyone who's interested. We're advocating for EA jobs now, But Keegan also said that Austria is his best track, costs less corners, so we'll see how that is in 5 weeks' time when we get to Austria. But next week, we head to Singapore, 31 laps around the streets in Asia for the Singapore Grand Prix. We'll be back then. There's a race tomorrow in Fantasy, I think. There's definitely a race on Wednesday in Elite Division where myself will be racing because I feel like it this season. Until then, have a good rest of the week. And we'll be back next Monday for Legends Division in Singapore. Until then,
bye-bye.